Really kind of front end heavy. Really good competition. I'm really pleased with all the tournaments we're in this year. We started out over Labor Day weekend. Actually, not even over the weekend. Labor Day is our practice round, and then Tuesday and Wednesday we're in Kansas City at the Central Region Preview. Coach Fleetwood at Southwest Oklahoma hosts it. It's a great tournament every year. It's a measuring stick right out of the gate to see where we're at. So excited about that. And then we go to Tahlequah, Northeastern State. Host theirs down there at Cherokee Springs. Great golf course. Good competition there as well. All D2 schools for the most part. Quick turnaround after the Central Region Preview, but that's okay. We'll get a bunch of girls in there to see how we do. The following week we go to Concordia, St. Paul, to their tournament. And then the week after that, we host the MIAA Fall Preview here at Mazingo. So those first four tournaments are pretty tight, just in terms of dates. So it's a lot of golf early. But like I said, it's going to be big for us as a team, as a program, to get those tournaments in and quickly to see where we're at this year. Then we have a break there, an off week, and then we go to Warrensburg. The Midwest Fall Classic. This is the year that they're going to host that. We co-host that with Central Missouri. We hosted last year. They're hosting this year, so we'll go down there. And then the week after that, we're going to Lindenwood. They're hosting the regional this year in the spring, and so Coach Weber's hosting a fall preview for that at the venue there at Missouri Bluffs. So 6 tournaments this fall. They'll all be high-level competition, all D2 schools for the most part. So it'll be a good test for our squad, especially with the makeup, the roster this year, with having 5 freshmen coming in with the 4 returners. Exactly, you touched on it. We didn't have to qualify last year. Only had 5 girls on the roster in the spring, so everybody played. And just with one senior, Taylor Gardner, last year, my 4 returners all got a ton of experience last year. They played in a lot of rounds together, so feel good about that, and just that their experience, and they shouldn't be too rattled by any tournament that we go to. So Nikki and Elise are the 2 juniors that played a lot for us last year, and then Maddie and Gia being the 2 seniors coming back. Maddie was our low scorer all year last year. So her leading the way with Nikki and Elise and Gia. And their experience, and we were just so tightly packed as individuals, as a team last year. I think all 5 girls were separated by less than 3 strokes, less than 2 strokes, something like that. So I think everybody was the low round at some point, everybody was the high round at some point last year. But just relying on them to be leaders, and with 5 freshmen coming in, those 4 upperclassmen, just understanding how to go about your business of taking care of schoolwork, the travel, balancing school and golf, and especially with the golf schedule being right when school starts, and we would miss the first 3 Mondays of class. So just relying on them to be leaders off the course. On the course it'll take care of itself, but just with the culture that we're trying to develop, the program we're trying to build, relying on those 4 heavily to lead will be big. More freshmen than the rest of the roster, with 9 girls on the roster. So, but excited about them. I think there's a bunch of talent here. There's lots of possibility as well. Morgan Teal from Kearney, Nebraska will be. I think she's got a chance to be in the mix, especially in the top 2-3 pretty much all year. The 2 other Nebraska girls, Spencer Roach and Lydia Johns, both had solid high school careers. Finished top 10 in state their senior year. So. They could both be players, if not right away, eventually. I think they've got the games that they can build into it, especially throughout the fall and the spring. Maddie Akers from Blue Springs had a really good high school career, finished in the top 10 in the state of Missouri last year. So looking for her to play as well, to find a spot and to fight for it. And then Anna Zeck from Kearney, Missouri. She had really good high school career. She's probably got a little more work to do than the others, but I think her brother played at Mizzou, so she knows what it takes to work and to be successful in college golf. She's seen it firsthand in her family. So, a lot of talent there. It's just a matter of them digging into it and then for me personally, the last 3 years, what I've noticed is just those freshmen just getting into the rhythm, getting into the flow of college golf, and 3 days in a row playing 18 holes with your practice round and then 2 rounds. But at the same time, getting acclimated to school and the social life, going to class every day, missing class the first 3-4 weeks of school, just getting acclimated. But with having 4 upperclassmen that played a lot, there's one spot that's already open. But just depending on how those freshmen come in and handle it, I think we'll have 2 or 3 of them will be in the mix for sure, with the possibility of 3 or 4 or 5 of them all earning some rounds this fall. So I'm excited, I guess. The main thing is just getting into it. It's like learning to swim. You just get thrown in the pool with classes starting on Monday. We can start practice on Thursday, and then our first practice round is the next Monday. So we get 2 days of practice, and then we're playing. So ready to get going.